Talk to me?
I want to talk to you because I've been a fan for a really long time.
Fantastic. Let's go. Do it.
All right, tell us about your character. Tell me everything about you.
Cabe Gallo is a federal agent. He's involved. He's looking for a hacker. The hacker's name is Scorpion. He finds him. He's in Ireland. And lo and behold, he's a young boy. He says, "Who is this kid? This is amazing. This guy, how did this guy do this?" And the more he finds out about him, he finds out he's incredibly brilliant. Realizes what an asset he would be to the United States government. And he takes him away from his family and brings him to America and puts him to work for good, protecting us from evil, helping us with solutions, problems.
They gave us a hint that there was a problem when you first recruited him as a young boy, and a bunch of people died. Can you give us
we went to work on a project, and we were involved. The project we were involved with was using, I think, drone technology, and we were finding a way to deliver ordnance. And the setup was that I had heard from the government was to deliver medical packages or medical items for people, and it turned out they used it for ordnance. And about 2,000 innocent people died. And Walter was furious. He basically told me to F off and split. And where the pilot picks up is 10 to 15 years later, and I come to him and basically tell him I need him. And I appeal to him on a human level and say, a lot of innocent people are going to die. You're one of only 4 people that could figure out a solution to this. Please help us. And he does. And that's how I get him back, and I offer him a job in the federal government. And he has a team of people, an entourage that come with him, and they come to work. And that's where we are right now in the first episode. It's going to be interesting because each one has a different specialty, and they have a different personality. And I got to learn how to deal with the different personalities and disorders they have, compulsive disorders, and whatever, and figure out how to keep them moving in the right direction. So I'm probably the dumbest guy in the room, but I'm the smartest guy because I'm able to deal with it, manage it.
Were you still filming Dusk Till Dawn when you got approached for this?
Thank you for that question about From Dusk Till Dawn. Yes, I was. And it became apparent to me when I was looking at the scripts from Dusk Till Dawn that I said, in the movie, I die. And my character, Harvey Keitel's character, dies. And so I went to Robert and said, "Hey, man, I'm going to die, aren't I?" And he went, "Yeah." And I go, "You mind if I go do this Project Scorpion for CBS?" He said, "No, let me go." Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a great show?
I saw True Blood. Does that count?
Well, True Blood's a great show.
No, I'm just saying I saw you on True Blood.
True Blood's a great show.
I did not see Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn's a great show. I was really thrilled. I love working with Robert, and it was a great opportunity to work with him again, and I hadn't worked with him in like 15 years, and to actually get to work with him. And I've grown as an artist, and he's grown as an artist, and to be able to show an old friend a whole bunch of new aspects to your craft, it was great. Great experience. I love Robert.
What initially attracted you to this project?
Shooting in Los Angeles was a big thing. I heard that. I went, oh. Nick Santura was a big thing. His pedigree as far as the shows he's been involved with. Robert Orsi, Kurtzman, those guys. They're heavyweight television producers. CBS, the best network on TV. I thought the premise was original. When I read the script, I said, I haven't read anything like that. And when I read it, I said, this is going to work. Because we live, as my 13-year-old son says, Dad, we live in the age of information. And, that really resonated with me because it's true. There's so much information. And this show seems to fit right in where we all are right now. And being smart is sexy. And we're going to bring the sexy, smart stuff to CBS. And I think it's a big show for them, too. And I think they I think it hits a different demographic for them. And it's really interesting, especially coming off True Blood and Vampires and Dust Till from Dust Till Dawn.
Really quick question: if your character basically is bringing each case, do you get to have character development through the season? Does your character grow as we watch?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've got a lot of things that I got to work on. I've got to interact with a lot of people. I don't have to acquiesce to anybody per se. They all have to kind of acquiesce to me. I'm still the guy pushing the buttons and moving things along, keeping them in the right direction. As I said earlier, it's kind of like herding a bunch of puppies. I got to kind of wrangle them. And I am really interested in the father-son aspect of my relationship with Walter. And that's one of the strongest things and points to do the show. Are you recording with that camera? It's good because I'm playing to it.
You will be able to see it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, what's your YouTube channel?
Whedonopolis.
How do you spell that?
It's in Joss Whedon and Metropolis put together. Whedonopolis.
I love that. Are you on Twitter?
Yes.
Do you follow me? You do now.
I am.
At Robert Patrick T2.
Gotcha.
All right.
Doing it now.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, all right, I gotta take this to
Ready?
another table.